Wherever you are in your journey with music, no matter what style, you're going to walk away with some great ideas on how to get more out of your practicing. You jank. This is Jazz Rocks with Adam, and I'm Adam. Watch, learn, play. My channel gives you great lessons on how to really improve your jazz skills. If that's something that you want more of, hit that subscribe button. In this video, we're going to be talking about stuff. I'm not going to be teaching you musical concepts today. I do want to help you with your practicing. If you stick with me, I'm going to show you what I did in college that worked really well for me. Plan your practice, practice your plan. Now, in a perfect world, we would be able to spend as much time as we would like each day and whenever we wanted to. And we could witness our musical powers growing exponentially. But as you know, very few of us find ourselves in that situation. This is what I did, and sometimes still do, when I have limited time to practice. First off, ask yourself, what kind of a person am I? Are you the kind of person that thrives on structure, or the kind of person that doesn't do structure that well at all?
See, what you have to ask yourself is, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind that sees signs, sees miracles? Or do you believe that people just get lucky?
There's no need to feel guilty here. Everyone is different. If you like structure, stick with me, kid. You're gonna go far, see? Far. However, if you're not a person that digs structure, then you can still glean some tips from this next part. If not, then click ahead to the timestamp below and we'll deal with you there. But give what I'm about to show you a try, even if it's just a couple of things. Change is good. I have an awesome tip at the end that is key for all types of personalities. For you peeps that dig regimen, I suggest you don't plan things down to the minute each day with zero wiggle room. This thing called life gets in the way of our best laid plans. If you end up getting too rigid in your practice schedule and you miss a day or two, you're likely going to get angry at yourself. You know what I did? The fucking distracted you! Get frustrated, and there goes your plans to be the next guitar god, because you might revert back to your old practice routine, which I'm guessing wasn't that effective. All kidding aside, even though we have the best of intentions, don't set barriers in your way for potential roadblocks, even if it's unintentional. Right now, treat your practice like a precious thing that you need to protect.
Oh, they're precious.
If you get home at the same time every day, don't schedule your practice time right then. Give yourself some time to shake off the day and clear your mind for, you know.
Precious.
There are several ways to plan this out. I say maybe pick the top 3 things that you know you need to work on the most and make those your top priority. For the next week or two, concentrate on those 3 things. And one huge piece of advice that I hope you listen to is save 10 to 15 minutes of special reward time at the end of your practice. More on that in a little bit. Let's just say our 3 things are practicing scales, rhythm, and improvising. And we're giving ourselves 90 minutes to practice each day. In this case, our math is pretty simple. And that may work, but maybe you only need 20 minutes to work on rhythm, 30 minutes for scales, and 40 minutes on improv, or whatever that may be. Be flexible in adjusting times over days or weeks until you get it feeling right. So let's say we have 20 minutes for rhythms. Break that down to maybe 10 minutes of clapping rhythms and then 10 minutes of playing rhythms on your guitar. Next, 30 minutes for scales. Let's say you break down playing a certain scale or a certain key up and down each string. The last time I checked, 6 strings divided by 30 minutes is 5 minutes per string. Do you see what I'm getting at? Practice smarter, not harder. You now have 30 minutes left to practice improv. But wait a minute, that only adds up to 80 minutes total. Hold on, we're getting to that. Jeez. What is your weakest things for you in the area of improv? For example's sake, let's say everything sounds like you're just playing scales. How about this? Concentrate on playing chord tones throughout the song for 10 minutes. I've got a few videos that cover that very thing. I'll leave the links below. Then, the next 10 minutes of practice, learn how to play into those chord tones. One day, use different approach notes. Another day, enclosures. You get the idea. It may turn out to be, the more you do this, the more you can fit into your slot of time than you could a couple of weeks ago. That's called improvement. Now, the last 10 minutes, just improvise. Use some of the things you worked on, but keep going. Resist the temptation to stop. This next thing is what's going to make each of your practice sessions extremely successful. Your most valuable practice tool at this point is not a notebook, not a metronome, it's a timer. Yes, a timer. Back in college, before there were cell phones, I used a cooking timer. Nowadays, all phones have timers. So set your timer for X amount of minutes for that thing that you want to work on. If it's 10 minutes, then when the timer goes off, stop. Set it for however minutes for the next thing and start the next thing right away. I've found the timer does two things really well. It gives you more of a sense of focus and less distractions because you know you have to finish what you set out to do before the timer goes off. And in the end, you'll get a lot accomplished because you know you've achieved all you set out to do. It's an accumulative thing. Some things you may see an improvement on in a few days, others it may take weeks. But just keep going. You nonconformists, you people who hate routines, you know.
I'm the dude, so that's what you call me, you know?
The type that breaks out into a rash at the very thought of structure. You can still add a tiny bit of structure by using the timer each time you practice. Just disregard that part of scheduling certain practice things in every day, each week. You can still decide on what the 1, 2, or 3 things that you want to practice that day are and quickly divide the time up so you allot yourself X amount of time to accomplish what you set out to do. Don't fight your natural tendencies. Stay true to who you are.
Yeah, well, the dude abides.
Or else practicing will seem like a chore. And we all know you hate chores. If you don't practice for 3 days, so be it. But just honestly ask yourself, what should I be working on today? Then set out to practice just that. Worry about the next day when the next day rolls around. You're still working a plan, but your plan is a day-by-day thing. That's all. A little bit of structure for 30 to 90 minutes a day won't hurt you because you're only dealing with it in small doses. You won't feel lost knowing what to practice or feeling rudderless or getting lost in the sauce, so to speak. Here's my best advice for everyone. Leave some time at the end of your practice to have fun. Fun can be whatever fun is for you. Play your favorite song. Play something you enjoy and play well. Something that makes you feel really good. Getting better can feel draining if you 100% only work on things that you suck at. You want to walk away from every practice session feeling good. So suck at the beginning, feel good at the end. The two elements you want to feel is a sense of accomplishment that you worked on stuff but feel good at the end, and that, yeah, I can play things. I don't suck at everything. You know what helps you feel good? Hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon if you're not a subscriber. And I would be so thankful if you smash that like button down there and make it turn blue. Consider becoming a member of my Patreon community where you have more access to me than just these videos. Plus, you get access to all my downloadable lessons for free. Oh, and by the way, I have a feeling you're gonna like these other videos. And stick with me, kid. You're gonna go far, see?